Aloha guys! Thanks for joining in on my quick little power flow. This is perfect to get you energized for the day, so let's go ahead and jump to it. We're going to start off in extended child's pose. Walk your arms forward and rest your forehead on the mat. Deep breaths in and out through your nose. And you can go ahead and set your intention for the practice, or even for the day. Straight from here, you're going to move into down dog. So maybe you're coming to your knees first. But once you're in down dog, start to walk it out through your feet, getting those hamstrings warmed up. Bending the right knee and then the left. From here, you're going to start to walk your feet towards the front of the mat, placing them about hip distance apart with your feet at about a 45-degree angle. Now we're going to settle into Malasana, or yogi squat. You can feel free to rest on a block here or a bolster. Pressing through the knees. Now we're going to send it back into down dog. Extending the right leg up and back, opening it through the hip. And then you can step that foot through to the outside of your right hand, coming into a lizard variation. Pressing your right knee open and looking up. Now let's come back to center. Engage your core and lift up. Add a little back bend here. Start to lift the back foot up towards the glute. And if you can, reach back with your right hand and grab a hold of your left foot to come into a deep quad stretch, pulling that shoulder back with your foot. Slowly release your foot. Step back into chaturanga. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, baby cobra. And exhale, down dog. Walk it out again. Next, we're going to lift the left leg up and back, opening through the hip. Keeping that left hand grounded here. And then step that foot through onto the outside of the left hand, coming into our lizard variation. Take the left hand to the left knee and start to press open and look past your left shoulder. From here, slowly start to lift your back foot towards the glute and eventually grab onto your foot with your left hand, just as we did on the other side. It's a nice little back bend here if you can open up. Then release and come back to center, and on your exhale, send it back into down dog. Walking it out. Send the right leg up and step it through between the hands, coming into warrior one. So the front toes are facing the front of the mat, and the back foot is at a 45-degree angle. You can start to lean back slowly until you can rest your left hand on the outside of your left calf or knee. Also lifting the right arm up overhead, getting a deep body stretch here. Start to turn towards the long edge of your mat, keeping your legs in a wide stance. Feet are about a 45-degree angle. Start to bend into the knees, keeping your back straight, and eventually resting your hands on your knees. And from here, you can start to press into your right knee and dip your right shoulder, looking over the left shoulder. Inhale and switch sides on the exhale. Inhale, switch. Exhale. Do this about 3 times total. Start to turn towards the front of your mat and come into plank. On the exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, lifting the knees and thighs off the ground. And on the exhale, engaging the core and sending it back into down dog. From here, we're going to send the left leg up and back, stepping it through in between the hands. Starting to angle that back foot at a 45-degree angle and coming back into warrior one on the other side. Making sure the front knee and ankle are aligned, and then maybe leaning back into a little back bend here. Next, on the exhale, we're going to find our outer knee with the right hand and reaching up and over with the left arm. And then once again, turning to the other long edge of the mat and pointing our toes outward, bending at the knees here. You have the option to do what we did on the other side with the twist, or you can just keep your arms up overhead into goddess pose. Find your way back into downward dog. Really pressing through the shoulders here and the heels, finding the earth. You can step or hop to the front of your mat and instantly come back into Malasana. Feeling your hips open up here. Maybe you can extend longer through the spine and keep the chest up. Release from this pose and come down to a seat. Lie back and extend into a full body stretch, feeling your body lengthen from the crown to the tippy toes. From here, you're going to engage your core, bring your legs up and your arms, and come into a V, holding this pose here. Palms facing up. Maybe starting to feel a little fire in the core. And release. Lay back and have your feet planted on the ground with your heels close to your glutes. Press through the heels and come into a bridge pose. Start to walk your shoulders together where you can clasp your hands underneath you. Supported bridge pose, opening the chest and the shoulders.
You're regulating. Wait, you chased it back there.
We're starting to wind down here, so you can come back into a reclined position with your feet on the ground. Gently relaxing both of your knees down towards the right side of your mat. Taking deep breaths here, deep into the stomach, and fully exhaling. Now switch over to the left side. Now come back to center, and grab your toes with your hands and start to extend your legs up, really stretching through the hamstrings here. Also pushing deep through the heels. Maybe you're lying back all the way with your head on the ground. And then release. Relax the legs here, bringing your feet together and just letting the knees relax out to the side. Focusing on the breath into the stomach. Start to bring your feet up, grabbing onto the inside arches, coming into happy baby pose. This is my favorite pose to close the practice with. You can release here. And now we're coming into Shavasana, our final resting pose. Only focusing on the breath here. Please stay here for as long as you like. But thanks for practicing with me today. Namaste.